Warning. What you are about to see and hear is for entertainment purposes only. The opinions expressed on the show are our opinions and do not reflect the views of BTW21 or its staff. Ladies and gentlemen, Daniel and Chad.
God is looking for someone real. People are looking for something real. Just be real. Here we are with another Be Real podcast with your host, Daniel Lewis, Brother Chad Hudson.
Hello.
Yes, we are here with a very special guest of ours. We're not familiar with them too much, but one thing we did, we took off one day. We heard they were having a
Open mic session.
Session. And Molly came to, she got up there, started performing, blew both of our minds. And you gave her a card.
Right. It was just amazing music.
Right. Amazing music. And we're hoping to hear some of that today. And I mean,
wanted to know more about the artist.
Wanted to know more about the artist.
So this is half of the duel of Pine Moon.
Pine Moon. So welcome, Molly. Molly, how you doing?
Not too bad. Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah, I'm sorry if you get to the mic, just to give you about
come
a
on
fist
up
away.
To
come
you
on,
really got to talk into it.
You hear me?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can
Oh,
hear
there
you.
we go.
I can
I
hear
love
you.
it.
I love it too.
Yeah, I'm really happy to be here. Wish it could have been both of us, but with the last minute, it was kind of just me able to today.
Right.
But
And thank you for coming out here last minute.
Oh, yeah.
We had some plans, I guess, about a month or two ago, and you weren't feeling good. Things just didn't work. Things happen.
Right.
Things happen, and
allergy
so
season was not agreeing with me.
right. So
The ragweed this year has been crazy. Of all years, I have had the eye problem, the nose problem, and it's just floating everywhere. So,
yes, and still is.
So we do appreciate you coming out.
Hello, fall.
So do you want a shout out to your band member there? Do you?
For the longest time, it had just been me, but recently my partner Lavender started working on some songs with me, and we've been trying to put together some new stuff.
Nice.
But,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
Lavender.
you're representing.
Lavender.
yeah.
And
You know who you are.
So shout out to Lavender.
I don't.
That's your
but
camera right there.
Which
So,
one's yours?
I'm glad that was a good guess then.
This one's your camera.
That's your camera. We got.
Looking into the
I'm
We
still
got that
looking.
camera.
Yeah, I'm still all over the place.
And then we got that camera.
Yes.
So we be doing some camera work. Shania be hitting buttons, getting us all on that track.
And we know, when you come out here, I remain nervous when I come out here. I know that you're a performer, so you're not as nervous as usually I am. But, I mean, we all have nerves and stuff like that, and especially when the last-minute stuff, and you decided you want to play at the table, and, I mean, that's just amazing to me. So thank you. Thank you so much for coming out here. We kind of want to, I guess, start out. Can you tell us a little bit about you? Yeah, a little bit. If
Are you
want
from
to.
the area? Or
Are you from Martinsville?
I live in Martinsville now. I've been up here either 2 or 3 years. I can't quite remember exactly when I moved, but I've always kind of been around this area. I was born in North Carolina and
Right.
just steadily been making my way a little further north every now and then.
Right.
I wouldn't go too far. I wouldn't go too far north. That's
Still trying to find the line.
yeah.
So you do open mics and
Yeah.
stuff like that, just kind of.
I had kind of fallen off with them for a few years just for life getting in the way. But
Right.
I try to make it out at least to the one here in town whenever it's
Yeah.
going on. I'll
So
try to
shout
make some
out
gigs.
to, sorry to interrupt you, Wild Mags,
Oh, yeah.
right? Yeah,
Love
it's
Wild
like every other Tuesday. We've had our friends on here. They kind of host that, and are they still doing that every other Tuesday? Or
I believe so. I've missed
I think
a
so.
couple of weeks.
I've missed them
I think they're
too.
doing it
Yeah,
tonight, though.
we were invited out there, and we come out there, and we heard you, and it was just, I mean, it was like amazing. I was like, oh my gosh.
The energy that you brought to
Yes,
it, I can't
energy.
remember what song you were playing at the time, because it just,
We're
whatever.
probably going to get a copyright on this, but we don't care.
Right. But the song that you were playing, you brought it.
Yes.
It
was amazing.
energy that you brought,
Because you never know. You don't. When somebody gets up there, you don't know what you don't know if it's going to be karaoke time or whatever.
And it wasn't. Whatever
It
song
was
you were
not.
playing,
Right.
it was like it was your own.
Transformed.
It was, right.
Transformed that song to where I was like, holy mackerel. And I was just like, we got to get her on the show. And then Chad had already left the building. I was like, where'd Chad go? And then Chad comes back and he gives you a card. Yeah. And I was like, you already got her. You already got her. She's coming on the show, man. I'm
Talking
looking
about
forward to it.
ragweed, I'm going to cough a little bit so y'all talk.
Hack it. Hack it up,
No,
brother.
don't. You got to talk.
Are you hacking?
Excuse me. All right, now we're back. All right, sorry, distractions. Yeah.
Be Real, the podcast.
Don't look at the guy behind the curtain.
Right,
No.
that's what we're doing. Wizard of Oz, yes.
Okay,
I love
so
it.
we're gonna get into something a little bit personal right now, and you could bring it to a level that you want, or just disregard my comment.
Okay.
Daniel, he says she when he introduced you, and I wasn't too sure about that.
That's fair.
And I'm not judgmental, but I am of the age where I'm not
You were born in the 70s.
I'm not up to the times.
Gotcha.
So I don't want to be disrespectful, but maybe you could direct me in the right path of communication with you.
Right. So, how I choose to identify is I'm non-binary.
Okay.
Okay.
I use they, them pronouns, but honestly, he, him, she, her gets thrown around so much it doesn't
does.
really bother me. It's not a point of something that upsets me if it's not followed. It's just like my personal identify. I just
And
sweep it under the rug a little bit.
That's awesome.
I've always been respectful of people, but then I also would like that other person that I'm trying to be respectful to be respectful to me of unknowing,
Yeah, I mean,
being ignorant to what the movement is or non-movement or whatever is trying to appear. So I do want to address you as you wish, as long as you're on our show, the Be Real podcast.
One thing is we highly respect you and greatly appreciate you coming out here.
Exactly, and want
Definitely
you to
an
feel
artist.
comfortable with us.
Yeah,
and
please feel comfortable. So
So
straighten us out.
if we call you by the wrong thing, or just correct us.
You can
and
kind of see that we're a couple of middle-aged white men.
It's not an insult. Are you kidding me?
I appreciate asking for clarity. I mean,
Thank you.
I think that's really the biggest thing that anyone can do with, things changing and
Right.
stuff you don't understand. Is just
Amen.
Asking is
Yes.
a great way to sort it out.
Right. And thank you for putting up with us. Yes. Greatly appreciate you.
So let's change direction. When did you start playing music?
So my parents first brought home actually this guitar
Really?
That one right there.
That's special then.
That is.
when I was about 7 years old. So it's been about 22 years now playing kind of off and on.
Oh wow.
It was, I say playing, but 7 years old with a guitar as tall as I was, it was kind of that
Using
riff
it as a
was-
stand-up bass. Or something, like-
it's like I can reach the bottom string and I can play the Smoke on the Water riff.
Yeah.
for a 7-year-old, I was blowing my own mind.
Right,
Absolutely.
right. It's amazing.
From there, it just it really snowballed when I was around 13, though. A friend of mine and I got really into Guitar Hero when it came out.
Yes.
No, go ahead.
No, you can say shit.
I say shit all the time.
They will.
They will bleep it. If
They'll
they need
bleep it
to,
out. But sorry, Shania.
be real.
Shit.
Okay,
Go ahead, Bob, I'm
I
sorry.
had been wondering about that, but I wanted to. I'm glad you clarified. I'll probably still avoid it just to save some trouble in editing.
We try to too.
If I can.
You know, we love Shania, and she's got to go back and edit this, and it's. I know it's
More work on her. But
more work on her, but I think we're the only show that probably pushes the boundaries of that. Everybody else is religious and wrestling and family friendly.
Wrestling.
Wrestling. We're family friendly too, but you know, we're kind of a late night show on 9 o'clock on Thursdays and YouTube. So you choose to watch us. And I greatly appreciate those watching us or try to put up with us.
Right.
Yeah. So anyway, where was we at? I'm sorry.
We was at
I threw it
13, and he got together with a friend and kind of up the grade on the
Got the guitar
playing.
at 7 years old.
Right.
Yeah, and from there, getting like I said, obsessed with Guitar Hero and kind of
Yes.
seeing this big dramatization of it. It's like, you know, that's what I want to do.
Right.
So
You got to go for your dreams.
I keep trying to remind myself of that.
I have a 30-year-old and a 29-year-old son, and when Guitar Hero came out, it was about their age. I don't know how old you are. I don't know if that's
How old are you, Molly?
I'm 29.
29.
so. I have
about
a
the same age.
So
yeah.
same age.
Yeah.
So I have, like I said, I have a 30-year-old.
Told you he was
and a-
grandpa's.
I am a grandfather of two great grandchildren, a granddaughter and a grandson, and I am of that age. It happens.
It did.
But anyways, the Guitar Hero, what I noticed, introduced my kids to some of the music that I was listening
Yes.
to. Oh, yeah, because a lot of those guitar riffs were from the 70s and early 80s. So I enjoyed listening to them play video games that had my music in them.
Yeah.
You know? So
Yeah.
that's cool.
Like I had kind of already been into a lot of classic rock and metal, even by the time it came out. So it was just kind of a reminder of songs I already enjoyed. But yeah, I think it did bridge at least a little bit of a gap between some generations as far as
Right.
appreciating things.
Yeah. So you say 29?
Yeah.
Let me just ask you, who are your influences, musical influences? I know it's hard because
There's so many.
Shoot, right.
Everything
So
brings
many.
together.
When I was first starting to learn how to play, it was a lot of like grunge bands.
Yeah.
You know, Bush or Nirvana.
Yes.
It was-
That's what I grew
it's
up
like,
on. Yeah.
I was really into, something that's kind of simple, but also just unapologetically loud.
Right.
So that
right.
that describes grunge. I mean,
does.
most of the grunge songs are very basic, power chords.
Yeah.
Very
the lyrics are
simplified,
not.
But the lyrics are
not.
and that is what grunge was about. You know,
Right.
it was a
That's what I
powerful,
loved
but
about it.
Simplified.
Yes. Simplified as far as the power chords, but the music, as far as the words go, if you actually listen to the words,
Real
there's a lot of
emotion-
stuff you can get.
real
Real
emotions.
emotions. Real emotions. There you go.
Absolutely.
I love it. Sorry.
And I think that's what really got to me about it. And I just really liked kind of applying poetry to places where, maybe people thought it didn't fit for a while. Just getting really just involved and lyrical about making noise.
Right. Right. I
love that.
And showing yourself. Yeah. That's what it's all about. I mean, it's kind of just putting yourself out there and just seeing where people, where do you stand? And you resonate with some people you don't. That's just the way music industry is. I mean, that's why there's so different type of, I'm not a rap. I'm just never been into rap. And that that everybody's got their own different. That's why there's millions of different genres and genes and all this other stuff.
I could say, and I could honestly say this, that there is not a genre that I refuse to listen to.
Right. I try them all.
I try them all, and I enjoy them
Except
all.
the ones I can't. I don't understand the lyrics. A lot of them just. I'm like,
I got a great
can't.
friend, Tremaine, that has taught me to appreciate that.
right. I remember.
Wow, that's
Shout out to Maine.
right. That's some serious stuff there, right?
Yeah.
But I do enjoy. I mean, I think you know this. We'll ride on some motorcycles, and I have a street glide, and it has speakers up front, so everybody around me could hear what I'm listening to. And I'll be
Christmas in July.
I will be listening to Christmas songs in July.
Yeah.
I'll just whatever I feel at the moment. I'm not at all embarrassed
Burl Lives
of listening
in Madison in July.
I was really wondering why I was hearing Jingle Bells blare.
That was me coming in the parking lot. Hey. Well, yeah. So I do appreciate. What style of music what does Pine Moon kind of represent? What kind of music do y'all play?
One day I will have a good answer to that question.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. It's a little all over the place. It's kind of singer-songwriter-esque with a little bit of grunge.
Nice.
And again, some electronic elements. Like I am autistic, and growing up, one of my favorite hyperfixations was music. So it's like, okay, if I can get my hands on a keyboard, I want to learn how to play that.
Yes.
When I got my hands on a bass, I want to learn how to play that.
Right.
So it's just like taking all of these little pieces from all these things I've enjoyed over the years and kind of
Putting them together.
yeah.
Now I see you have the acoustic guitar. Is that your preference?
That is usually where I end up, if only for the sake of like it goes well with a solitary
Now,
or two voices.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna back this up just a little bit. You said you was autistic.
I did want to talk about that as well, because you kind of labeled yourself that, so you recognize the autistic. There is some scale of autism that they don't recognize it. Now, were you told that, or were you aware of that?
I was very much oblivious to that until I guess like a year and a half ago.
Really?
It was kind of a slow process of all these little things clicking into place and being like, oh, that's why it was hard for me to speak until I was in my mid-20s.
Oh, so that was a little.
And now you're on a podcast.
That was
now you're putting yourself out on a podcast.
That was self-awareness.
I love it.
Eventually.
Yeah,
I love it.
That's great.
And
One thing you kind of remind me of, and I'm sorry, just kind of getting off topic here. I've seen several interviews with Elon Musk. There is a genius factor to Elon Musk, and one thing I've noticed when he's in an interview, he hears the question or hears what people are talking about, and he kind of, you can see it moving just like I see it in you. You can see it resonating in you before you actually answer that. And I love it. I love it, man. I love it.
there's definitely a degree of
I love it.
real-time processing that goes on. 'Cause,
Right.
like, understanding is one of the biggest issues
Yes.
I personally encounter.
Yes.
And there's definitely a level of, okay, let me put these words together.
Yeah.
I know what these mean. I know what my response would be. Okay, let's go.
Yes, I love it. So God bless you for coming out here and putting up with us, because I mean we're far from a professional podcast, but we try. We're here, little local podcast here in Martinsville, Virginia, and just thoroughly enjoy that. So yeah, I can see that in you. I see the genius, so I'm looking forward to the playing of the genius. I'm trying to withhold myself because I want to see you play some.
Just play. Come on.
Just play. Just play, damn it. No. Whenever you feel like
He's
it.
like ready.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Molly's
Angel.
ready.
Molly's ready.
So where in North Carolina Let me just ask. I mean, if you don't mind revealing that. I mean, we've had people on here, Luis Romero coming from El Salvador, landed in Greensboro, made himself way up to Martinsville, and then we've had Ahmad over there at Hugo's, who came from Afghanistan.
Afghanistan.
Yeah, landed. I mean, so we've had a lot of people from North Carolina. It seems like Martinsville's kind of a hub.
It does seem like a lot of people are kind of
and it's growing. It's a growing area. It's a really growing area. I mean, it's been dying for a very long time. We lost a lot of industry, thanks to NAFTA. Bill Clinton, back in early, late 90s up until 2000. But right now, they say it's really growing. So I'm hoping that that will keep growing. That's what we need in this area. And so artists like you, innovators, people thinking outside the box, not necessarily the same old, because we're from Padgett County. We got clicks in Stewart.
We have the same old.
The thing about the same old is they age, and then, as everybody knows, when you age, you eventually die.
Then what are you left with?
You're left with your children who are innovative and are ready to go. And so we're looking to the future, looking to grow it. And so when we come out there and we saw you at Wild Mags, I was like, holy moly, we got to get her out there on the show, man. And here you are. So I want to hear you perform if you feel like it. Only if you feel like it.
I'm definitely down to whenever.
All right. So do we have, how much time do we have, Shania? 10 minutes.
10 minutes? You
do you think
10
you
minute?
could do a song? It don't have to be a 10-minute song.
It don't have to be. We can just keep going.
But if we do a song now, I would like to say, can we get a picture of that tree? Oh, there it is.
You got the tree going on? It's a yellow tree.
Right.
Now.
But this
green
tree,
and yellow.
BTW21 is trying to get rid of. I don't want them to throw it away. It has lights on it. You could plug it in.
Damn, just throw BTW21 under the bus.
Well, they don't mind throwing me under the bus. If you want this tree.
No, it's part of our show now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Is it just going to stay here?
It's us
Okay,
now.
never mind. You can't have it.
Right.
Unless you buy it.
They
then
threw
you
it
can
off.
have it. I was going to give it for free, but Daniel says he wants it for the show.
I want the show now.
So
I
it's
love
there.
it. Molly,
It's
what do
part
you
of us.
think? You think we're to keep the...
I'm feeling the tree. Like
I'm
if you were
feeling the tree.
Okay.
If you were trying to get rid of it, I was going to take it out the door.
I think it
part of the
works.
show.
I think it works.
So it might
Now,
stay. It might go with we don't know.
Right. If we got another guest here, it might tickle their ear, but hey,
I might have to sit there then.
Right. You get over there, tickle the old ear.
So
The name of the tree is Katie.
Oh,
Tickling the
that's
ear.
the only thing that's allowed to tickle my ear.
Right. Right. So, the Katie tree. All right. So I guess we got 8 minutes now.
If you would.
Yeah, you just take your
go
time.
ahead,
take your time. I know how it
We'll
is to
talk
be
it
on.
Through.
We're not live, but
Yeah, we are.
We are live. We're live, but not
Thursday
live.
at 9.
Thursday at 9 on a Tuesday. We have Molly from Pine Moon. Take your time. No. Take your time.
So we're going to
Take
put the
your time.
capo on the
Yes.
third here.
Yeah, take your
I
time.
think so.
Please
Actually.
don't get nervous because please just take your time. I can understand because I do play guitar. Well, it's been some years back. This man plays guitar. Will not play in front of somebody else, and I won't either. And so if I had to do it on a podcast, I'd be like,
I think slowing down is just kind of an always problem for me, regardless of my anxiety levels.
So just do it. Yeah, there you go. Just do it.
I'd take a couple
Just
of
do
those.
it. Right. I need some of those too.
Good slow hit of oxygen.
Right.
I guess
You do what you want. It's your show.
this is an original I wrote last year.
Original.
Nice. Man.
It's actually kind of about that process of figuring out I was autistic and sort of the fallout.
Perfect.
I love it.
Oh, yes.
Well, thank you for sharing it with us. Thank you.
It's called Changeling, which I'll just throw in the meaning of that before I start. But
Yeah.
it actually comes from how a lot of the mythology in changelings, way back when people thought that like fae or fairies had stolen their children away, and they're growing up into these strange things that ask weird questions, and they don't seem quite normal, but a lot of that just fits
the changeling.
Yeah,
I love it.
It fits kind of undiagnosed autism in that day.
I love it.
So
I love it.
It became a very heavy identifying point for me.
Very heavy.
Imagine not having that to back you up. Imagine going through something and not having that diagnostic or knowledge of what's happening, how your mind's processing, and thousands
of different diagnoses. Thank you, Molly.
Masquerade over there, silhouette social voice, and the soft mind of a changeling child in a hurricane of noise. They walked me slow into a nightmare that I couldn't comprehend. They walked me slow into the water when I was drowning on dry land. I never understood the consequence. All the passing goes to innocence. I'm placed and hypnotized for the havoc I supply. To be that dream-giving guide from the conscience of defiance. We were soaring something lovely with the stars so far below me. This beats a diagnosis. Did you ever understand? You were showing something flawless, tongue-in-cheek and out of hand, dressed in firelight, confidence, ambrosia on your lips, and there was honey in your arrogance, for the whisper on your skin. I never understood the consequence. All the passing blows to innocence. Out of place and hypnotized for all the havoc I supply. To be the bad dream-giving God from the conscience of defiance. We were soaring something lovely with the stars so far below me, where the nectar ain't soft in your hair. Blissed and wishing, unaware of all the fragile things you were born for, and all the perfect things you'll destroy before you're done. Nothing says the party's over like the world forgot your name. Nothing ventured but our golden years. Nothing gained along the way.
Wow. That was amazing. Wow. Like, I don't know if it's just where I have the headphones on, but man, that was just beautiful. I was feeling it. That was very.
I didn't even think about the fact that I was just screaming straight into your ears right now.
No, I love it.
That was just that was feeling. Amazing.
That's what it's all about.
Right.
Yeah.
We do have to take a break, and when we come back, I hope you play some more.
Yes, please.
We'll talk some more.
Play some more for us, Molly. Thank you for coming out here.
Thank you for having me.
I mean, it's just every time there is a artist that comes out here, it just blows my mind. We get a front row seat. Right. These people, they got to listen on BTW 21. They got to listen on YouTube. We know it's, I watch YouTube. I watch BTW 21. But when you're sitting here and then there's an artist performing right in front of you,
something that they've wrote down, something that's an emotion out of them.
You can feel the energy.
Right.
I love it. So we'll be back.
We'll be back. Look at that one.
Be real.
Be real.
The podcast.
Tell them about it, Daniel.
Join us. Subscribe if you want to. We're trying to support local businesses, local people. We just want them all out there. And this is what we're doing. Thanks to this man right here. Boys Holland Veterinary Services, pet transport, right out of Stewart, Virginia. They can go anywhere, not only Padgett County, but also Henry County. We appreciate them. Appreciate you for watching. Please hit that subscribe button. Please hit that share button. You hear it from all other YouTube, but, you know, it helps us. It helps us.
Oh, it does.
Yeah. Thank you. Be real. And we're back.
We are.
Thank you for joining us. We have Molly here with Pine Moon, and just thoroughly enjoying it. Just heard the song that she performed for us. Just this original.
Wrote that shit.
Wrote that shit.
And you know, you don't just write songs.
Can you
feel them?
You feel them.
You've experienced something.
Right.
You want to tell people about it.
I think she's a little apprehensive about saying shit. Can you say that I just played my shit on the podcast?
I just played my stuff.
My stuff.
My stuff. I love it. I love it. So here we are. Thank y'all for watching. Thank you for putting up with us. This is our 37th show.
37th.
Yeah, season 1.
There's some that's not a lot, and there's some that's, you know, a whole bunch of
It's a whole lot,
in.
man. I greatly appreciate, again, the Sherry Gaffney. I want to shout out to her.
My mama.
Your mama.
Yeah.
Darlene Boyce. All the ones that are watching, commenting, and just, we greatly appreciate y'all. We see the comments.
Katie watches every episode.
Thank you, Katie.
Yeah,
thank you. Oh,
absolutely.
Yes. Thank you. Much appreciated for let me borrow your husband.
No, she said you could have him any time, any night, any day.
I'm good.
Take him away. She's like, I already have 5 of his kids. Just take them away. Get them away from me.
I think Mary says the same thing. She's like, thank you, Chad. Get him out of my life for at least one night a week.
No, but all our supporters and all our viewers, we do appreciate every single one.
Yes.
And our guests that we have, we've just had a good run. I think Daniel and I have decided that we're going to take December off.
Yeah, take a break.
We're going to take a break.
Give it to the family.
Recoup, and then come back for season 2 in January.
So, Molly, season 2?
You going to come back?
Just let me know.
Can we let you? Can we book you? Can we put you on the schedule?
Yeah, I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Great.
Maybe by then I'll have some actual stuff to promote other than things I've already done.
No.
Well, we could talk about the things that you've done.
Right.
And I love the open mic. You know, you got to keep. I know with dreams, because I've had dreams, and I do racing.
Dreams
I have
come
music,
true.
and dreams do come true. You got to put in the work,
Thank God.
though. You know, and I know you know
Yes.
that.
Yes, praise the Lord.
But it's going to take that one day, that one person that sits there and goes, I want to invest in this.
Yes.
I want to do this.
If you're watching.
Oh, they're there. They're there. You have to keep promoting yourself. You have to keep working hard. You have to put in the work. And then it's just going to take that one moment, and it just opens up. And it does happen. A lot of people, not in just music, but a lot of people in business, period, they give up right before they find that goal. You know, right before they find that gold. The biggest gold nugget found in the United States was sold right after a guy dug, 3,000 feet, and it was just another 5 feet to that gold nugget. And he sold out, and then the guy that come in behind him dug 5 feet, and he finds the biggest gold nugget.
Right.
So don't give up on your dream, brother. You have a gift.
Keep digging.
You have a
digging.
gift. I know it took
Very.
a lot of work to achieve that gift, but a lot of it is just expressing who you are.
Right.
And I heard that.
Being real.
Right,
Be
being real. And that's
Be
what it's
real.
about.
Be real.
Because your song that you just played in the first half, you know, you talked about personal things that you came.
And I think that's kind of one thing the music's always been for me is, you know, that outlet, that means of communicating.
Yes.
Like I said, you know, I had a really hard time even speaking to people until I was in my mid-20s, but I could sing before that. Like,
That's great.
so it just kind of became this thing of, okay, if you know, for all these decades before, I couldn't do anything. Let me say what I'm trying to say as loud as I can possibly say it in 3 minutes.
With the passion. With a passion.
Passion.
I could tell that passion. I love that passion. Love it. Love it. I want to hear some more of it. Can you share a little bit more? I hate to put you on the spot.
We're getting into it. Yes.
Right.
I'm
This
excited
This is
now.
my passion. I'm a listener. I got some ears. I got a big mouth, but I got some ears too. 2 of them. Thank God I only got 2 ears and 1 mouth.
I mean, I like my third ear.
Yes.
I think I might have played this one at the open mic when you guys were there. Can't remember.
I think so. I think this is the song I was like, oh, wow.
At the center of a big world, at the center of it all. Yeah. Woo. At the height of all this hubris, at the bottom of a downfall, all the manna you've been saving, for all the people you can't stand, at the end of all the good times you thought you'd never see again. But if I stay, if I break, don't take it personally, please. When I'm somewhere in the wreckage of the me I used to be, when the dark is coming down, I hope that you'll be brave. I hope that you'll be proud. At the center of the ocean, where you never learned to swim.
Yeah.
For all the water you've been treading, as you're slowly giving in. The cruel self-portrait you've been painting since before you learned to talk, of the person you were told to be, someone you never knew at all. But if I stay, if I break, don't take it personally, please. When I'm somewhere in the wreckage of the me I used to be, when the dark is coming down, I hope that you'll be brave. I hope that you'll be proud. And all the matters of heart that you wore on your sleeve, all the blood on your hands and on your tongue, between your teeth, bring me to my knees. But if I stay, if I break, don't take it personally, please. When I'm somewhere in the wreckage of the me I used to be, when the dark is coming down, I hope that you'll be brave. I hope that you'll be proud.
Yes.
That was great.
Awesome. Oh my gosh.
Now, I don't like ever to. We had T.C. Carter Band out here, and I kind of said, man, that sounds a lot like Prince. And I didn't know if he was going to be offended by that, but he wasn't. He kind of like
seldom
said,
get offended.
okay. To me, that reminds me a lot of Blue October.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you've heard
That's
you've heard them.
definitely a big influence for me. So
Right. I
appreciate.
love the Blue October. So I hope that when you hear me say that, you take that as a compliment, because it is.
It's highest caliber for me.
There is a lot of
So you got to dial it in. What's Blue October? What now?
Blue October is a
For those
band.
of us that don't know,
A band that's probably come out 20 years ago.
Really?
They're in the lead singer is in just a solo kind of mood now. But they have a song "Hate Me." They have a few songs that I just.
So we could look it up.
There's a song about his daughter that he sings.
Oh, wow.
That's just amazing. But there is a lot of. What reminded me of the song was you almost bring hope to people that are listening, but then it was also like a self-inflicted kind of wishing hope on yourself, hoping that you will be brave, but hoping other people will be brave at the same time. So it's kind of I just
Through what you're saying.
I really enjoyed that to the deepest. And you are right, that was the song that you were playing that I was like, all right, we got to have him on. I'm giving him a card. I want him on the show. I need that on the show,
Right.
because that is
True
beautiful,
artistry.
my friend.
Artistry.
Really
That
That's
needs
artistry.
that needs to be out there, and
Yes.
you need to be out there. You need to be. I don't know if you need an agent. I don't know what you need. I would like to provide that. I would like to help that. You need to be on the road. You need to be letting people hear you.
Right.
It is. You have something to say.
I'm definitely trying to expand the operation slowly
Yeah.
but surely.
Right.
I've been booking a few gigs kind of locally. Trying to always get more, but
And I notice with a lot of artists, it takes pain. It takes a lot of pain to write those songs. It takes a lot to create a person to have that music in them. And I see that
That's when
in
it's
you.
the best music.
That's when
in
it's
my
the best
opinion,
music.
I think.
So I am sorry that whatever pain you had to go through, but I am appreciative of what came out of that
Amen.
pain.
Amen. Yeah.
Because you display it well.
Well spoke.
the way I kind of see it is life is always going to kick all of us around one way or another.
Right.
If we can turn that into something nice, then all the better for it.
Amen.
I don't really worry much with the things that kind of inspire these songs so much as I do what can come of them. Because, like, I know for me growing up, songs that kind of did hurt just a little bit, they help in some harder times. So I wanted to put a few back out into the world, I guess.
Right.
Right.
I love it.
I think now I too have wrote music in my life. I too play acoustic guitar. I'm not much of
Awesome
an electric
stuff.
guitar. And I did notice the things that I did write, they helped me process them. And by doing that, almost heal me.
I think there's definitely a level of catharsis. I mean, it's
Right.
kind of just journaling with sound, so
Right.
it makes
Yes.
sense.
Yes.
Which is weird that it took me so long to just journal things instead, but I guess it's because I was focusing on this.
It takes a while.
But then the amazing part, I think, is when I have played a song for somebody that has going through similarities of what I'm going through, and that song alone helps that person. you can't ask God for anything better than that.
Right.
Is for something inside you to help others. And I think you have that, and just the 2 songs that we've heard here tonight could really help younger people coming up that are dealing with that same thing, and that's a gift.
That
So
is a
you
gift.
you
Yes.
are a gift. Imagine
Right.
coming a part of a life that you lead, and then realizing that you are a gift.
Right.
And if you don't realize that now, you shall, and you will. And if you don't, I'll make that happen as much as I possibly can. I'll promote you. We'll get you out there as much as we can. There's young people out there that need to hear your music.
It is. Yeah.
For
I
real.
hope they find it, and I hope it helps.
Yes.
Amen.
It will.
Amen.
It will. It will. So, what was the inspiration for that? Was that a cover, or was that a?
That was another original.
Original.
It's called "Bottom of the Downfall," and it. Without getting too heavily into it for the sake of other parties, it was just about a really turbulent time, kind of following 2020 and beyond. I know it was a rough year for everyone, but just seeing someone I really cared about kind of losing themselves to mental illness, and
Yeah.
I just spent a lot of time worrying about them, and I think it was as much kind of an encouragement to them as it also was to me to just keep going.
Right.
It's like there's going to be days you fall apart. There's going to be days you're not really the same person anymore, but you
Right.
got to keep going.
I need that song on the playlist. So if you don't have it on the album, I guess I'm gonna have to record it off the
Yeah,
podcast.
we'll get it on.
And get that one song.
With your permission, we're gonna.
Well, not that I didn't
steal it.
like the other one. I'm just saying that one song. That was the song at Wild Mags that I was like, Daniel,
Yeah.
we need this guy on here. I mean that. Mental health in my family and my personal life is important. I have a lot of nuts. I have a lot of nuts in my basket, and and I believe I'm one of them. So that song right there really hit home for me, and I do need that to be your first single out there. I do need that to go.
I love it.
Which is actually a great segue for me because the song is actually already out on Spotify.
Really?
I've actually 2 albums up on Spotify.
Okay, cool.
There we go. Talk about that. Then I could just sit
Yes,
there.
yes,
I mean, I got a Spotify account.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Honestly, it should be available most places between iTunes or Bandcamp, YouTube. There's a little bit
Really?
of everything all over the place,
Right.
really.
Okay, when the show's done, I'm looking that up, and that's going on the
Right.
playlist. I'll be
Now-
riding on the highway on the bike.
We'll
with
definitely put that under. If you're watching this on YouTube, we'll get the link.
that. Yeah,
to that.
we'll just link it up. It'll just boop, hit a
Definitely,
button
definitely.
and go straight to you.
Amen. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Right,
Right, the space magic.
Editors.
Right. Gotta
Real
love
magic.
it. So the next one, if you want to play another one,
Do you have another original, or you want to?
You can definitely break out another original.
I like the original stuff. That to
I do
me
too.
is
well, those right there. That's
that came out
means
of-
a lot to
that,
me.
That original, and that comes out of somebody who's been through something. You don't just write music like that when you hear something.
Right.
You have to have gone through it. You have to have lived it. You've had to have that emotion, and that really is beautiful. So you got another one that you're going to play.
Yeah, I'll actually break out one that I just wrote the other night.
wow.
Wow. Really
Exclusive.
Right.
There we go.
Be Real, the podcast exclusive.
Right.
Molly from Pine Moon.
If the quality sounds significantly lower than the other ones, you at least know why. Yeah, that key's somewhere around here. It's been a weird couple days and my head's been a mess. Think I lost my way, been a little depressed, and I don't think I know the way. But if I lost my mind, maybe no one would know from the terrified life that I spend indoors, and I don't know. On the outside, my red flags are waving like a blood-stained tide. All my best days escape me from my worst goodbyes. My white flag is falling, a memory of faded snow. If it's meant to hurt for forever, do you think they'd let us know? They'd let us know, they'd let us know, they'd let us know. Think I'm too worn out to rage, you're dying of light. It's been a long damn day for a long damn time, and I don't think I could stay away. Took a long walk down the road less traveled, followed faith through the weed as it took. Yeah. Well, I couldn't have screwed that verse up more.
No, it's all right.
But you get the gist, you know.
Oh, I get the gist, and I will download. I mean, when you record that, I'll download that as well. That was great.
That was.
I love your.
You want to keep trying? You want to go back and do it? Oh, I loved it. I was like, roll up into it. And then I was like, what? Wait, is that part of the song? Because it really fit. I was like, we're here.
I meant to say the word weave.
Weave.
And other things on the mind.
Oh, weed.
I loved it.
Oh, no.
I love it.
But yeah, I might workshop that one.
So how many songs have you written?
I truly have no idea.
Around about. I mean, you don't have to.
I mean, ones that could be found, maybe 30 to 50. Ones I remember, significantly less. Ones I've written, significantly more.
See, now that's what I'm really impressed with. I mean, I could sit there and look at and read lyrics. Poetry is what I call it.
Right,
it's
right,
not even lyrics.
right,
I call it
right,
poetry.
Right.
That's somebody's heart. That's somebody's soul. And
I wanted you to keep going with that. I mean,
that was
Take another
good.
crack at it. If
yeah, please. I love it. I mean, if it's hey, it's our show.
It's our show. We could do what the hell we wanted.
Right.
You could sit there and do what
I mean, if you
want
feel
to do.
like it. I mean, it's up to you. I don't
That
put you on the
was great.
spot. I love that. Oh my gosh, that's probably my favorite one. I was like all in a. I mean, I was sitting here with my eyes closed, listening on the headphones, and I was like,
Right.
"Oh wow, I love it."
Let's try this again.
Well, take your time.
Listen, Capo, if you want to work in this town again, you better get it together right now.
Talk to that Capo. Get that shit right. Damn it, Capo. Damn it.
You're fired. I know words.
Take your time.
It's been a weird couple days and my head's been a mess. Think I lost my way, I've been a little depressed, and I don't think I know the way. But if I lost my mind, maybe no one would know from the terrified life that I spend indoors, and I don't know the way outside. My red flags are waving like a blood-stained tide. All my best days escape me from my worst goodbyes. My white flag is falling, a memory of faded snow. If it's meant to hurt for forever, Do you think they'd let us know? They'd let us know. They'd let us know. They'd let us know. I think I'm too worn out to rage or dying of life. It's been a long damn day for a long damn time, and I don't think I could stay away. Took a long walk down the road less traveled, followed fate through the weave as the threads unraveled. I hope they know what I'm here for. My red flags are waving like a blood-stained tide. All my best days escape me from my worst goodbyes. My white flag is falling, a memory of faded snow. If it's meant to hurt for forever, do you think they'd let us know? They'd let us know. They'd let us know. They'd let us know.
Great. That's great. And then you add the whistling. That I was just talking about that, how, whistling. The only one I noticed that whistled that good on a song was Axl Rose when he did that. Yeah. I love whistling that's just great. That just brings the artistry.
Yes.
I always thought that autism, when someone says I'm autistic, I always thought that they were artistic.
I'm both.
Right.
A little artistic.
Yes.
I got the artism.
Yeah.
Right. I love it.
But we are getting shut down. We got a 2-minute warning. I wanted to thank you. I wanted to thank you for this conversation that we have. I'm as almost conservative as they come, and you were not. And I think we belong together. And the reason I think that is we're not opposite. We both have our opinions on things. You come out and you express that you're non-binary, and I have no issue with that. And I don't think you have any issue with me being conservative. And I think that that's what needs to be expressed in America for us to get along and to move forward from where we are and the trouble that we're involved in.
Yeah.
Is that there is no division. Yeah. You're into your thing, I'm into my thing, but then we find a common ground, and that common ground, my friend, is your music, or our music, and I think we need I think we need to focus more on that, yes. on what we do agree on, instead of the little differences that we are opposed by, So I do thank you for coming out and being a part of this, my friend.
Thank you.
Nice meeting you.
Molly,
Nice.
thank you. Can't thank you enough.
Thank you.
Yes.
Really appreciate you guys having me on.
Yes.
And
looking forward.
Hopefully we'll have you back.
Season 2.
Yeah,
Season 2?
Maybe a new album or a new EP by then.
Oh, I'm telling you, when we shut this down, I'm looking you up on Spotify.
Right.
You'll be on my Harley going down the highway, brother.
Yes.
Just know that.
Yes.
So I thank you for coming out. Daniel, you got anything?
That's it. I want to thank you. Thank you for coming out here. It's good meeting you.
It's been really great.
I hope we can continue this friendship. I look forward to it. And when you come back out here again, I mean, I'm still blown away. I'm still like,
I'm listening to the
I want to
music.
hear it again.
Play it again.
I want to play it again. Please, please,
But
please,
thank you.
please.
Thank you, Molly.
So amazed.
Molly,
Thank you,
Blue Moon.
Yes.
Y'all be real and come on back.
Pine Moon.
Pine Moon. What did
Pine
I say?
Moon. Blue Moon.
Oh, I was thinking about a beer. No, it's beer time. No.
Molly of Pine Moon.
Yes, thank you. Y'all be real and come on back.